So you guys know that I'm already into lawns. I like lawn care. But I'm also a woodworker too. I like making furniture, cutting boards, just a lot of other stuff. And so as a woodworker, I love and appreciate trees. So for instance, this tree right here. Wow, what a beauty. Wow. Or this one right here. This right here is an oak. You can tell it's an oak by the way it is. So pretty. This here's a maple. You can tell by the way it is. So nice. You know what's crazy about trees is that they start so small. But this guy is huge. This whole tree, I would say is maybe about 60 feet high. And look at that. It's leaning over almost onto the road. It's probably gonna fall one day. Those roots are so far into the ground that it's crazy strong. I can't move it on my own. You would need to cut it down. It would have to rot through its center, or lightning or a storm would have to bring it down. This tree right here is a cypress. You can tell by the way it is. So beautiful. This tree is a hickory. You can tell by the way it is. It's blocking my house though, so we're gonna cut this one down today. This tree right here is a Bradford pear. You can tell by the way it is. This one's also coming down because it's blocking my house. Something like this tree, I can manage. You see that? See me moving it? Because I'm so strong. So strong.
Yeah.
But this tree right here, this guy, oh, that feels nice. This guy right here, this is a big post oak. The post oaks are in the white oak family, not the red family. And they grow all spidery like this. The branches just spider on out. Problem is, it's blocking my driveway. We're gonna cut that out. Actually, I'm not gonna do it. I'm hiring professionals to do it so we can widen this driveway. Just look at the roots that are just balled up. You know, the way trees grow, its canopy is much smaller than the root system that is down below. The canopy only resembles 50% of the root system down below. So that thing is just all down there. This tree's going nowhere unless a storm hits it, lightning, or we take some chainsaws to it. Órale! Wife just came home. See what she thinks. Come on in. What do you think?
That's a nice wood.
Roll it that way?
I don't think we can, but
Not with that attitude.
No, with that attitude.
Oh my
Yeah, babe.
these gotta be 1,000 pounds.
let me go grab some pipes.
1,000
All right, Emily, come on, come on.
What am I supposed to do?
It's not biting anything.
I'm glad I came back for shopping from this.
One, 2, 3. There we go.
Yeah, I want to.
Nice. There it is. That's it. Actually, Dad, do you think we can roll it back?
Yeah, next week. After I go see the chiropractor.
Oh. All right, here it is. Once there was a massive tree here, went up 40 feet at least, and now it's just mulch. Dirt and mulch. Do I feel bad for cutting down the tree? No, it's gonna make life a little easier. And we're just gonna slab that up so I can make some furniture, maybe a dining table, maybe something else, I don't know. What I love about trees is that they show how strong you can be once you give things like a little bit of time. Because they didn't start that way, they started really, really small from a single little acorn. And then when it gets what it needs, sun, proper nutrients, then the tree can give back. And what I mean by that is that some people think a fruit tree, you know, that fruit that falls off the tree, some people think that the end goal for that fruit is to be consumed, is to be eaten. And I think that's true, I think that's fine. But I would push it a little farther. I think the end goal for the fruit of a tree is for that fruit to produce another tree so that that tree can produce more fruit. In this instance, the tree that we just cut down, the fruit that it drops are acorns. Not an apple, not a pear, not a peach, but an acorn, significantly smaller. And a lot of you guys might think that you are really insignificant, kind of like an acorn, that you just don't seem very important right now, given that you're a middle schooler or a high schooler. And that could be more wrong, because the church teaches that you guys are the church. That this isn't just your parents' church, that you guys are the young church. You're the young community in the church. Whether you want to get cheesy and say you can make a difference, or whether you can really try to understand that right now that you actually have a purpose, that God has designed you to be on earth right now in this specific time, for a duty. He has something for you to do, but it's up to you to actually figure out what that thing is. Some people say, yeah, I know God, yeah, I go to church. But I would argue that you know God when you know exactly what God wants you to do. And if you don't know what those things are just yet, I would recommend that you just ask Him. Because when you ask Him, and you ask Him from the heart, He is gonna respond to you, and I promise you that. And perhaps you, who thinks that you're really insignificant, maybe just the size of an acorn, you can be massive, straight, huge. And that's who God says that you are. God says that you are beautifully, perfectly, wonderfully, fearfully made. And if the creator of the world says that about you, who's anybody to tell you different? Brady, you gonna give the tree a hug?